In this video, we're going to build a whole website using the Bricks Builder. Hi, my name is Stratos and I'm constantly producing video tutorials about WordPress. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Now, I know that this basically is not a builder, it's a theme that includes a builder, but even in their website you can see the URL that it's called bricksbuilder.io, so they acknowledge that more people will search that as a builder or something, and this is how I'm going to call it, a builder. So I have already created a video with my review, and we're going to use Bricks to create a full website. I'm going to use the same layout that I had used some weeks ago to create a full website using Kadence theme and Kadence blocks, and of course using Gutenberg Builder. And of course we're going to use the same hosting company, the same URL. I'm going to use the cad.stratostutorials.com, and it's hosted in the same web server. And we're going to take some speed measurements and compare it to the Gutenberg results that we had there. So I'm going to see this layout every now and then just for a reminder, and I'm going to recreate the same layout basically. I'm going to use the same pictures, and we're going to start right now. So if you haven't seen my video for the Bricks review, I will put the link in the description below. You can go ahead and see that, and also I will put the link of the website, of the official website of Bricks Builder. It's not an affiliate link, so you can just click there, and if you like you can buy it. There is nothing more for me. Okay, so let's go to our website. This is our website. This is the themes. Let's refresh. I have only the Bricks builder, the Bricks theme, and the 2020. And if I click here, I can see that this is the version 1.0. Let's go to the plugins, install plugins. And here we don't have anything. Okay, let's get started by going into first the Bricks. Let's go to settings. And here I have already uploaded my images, and that's all that I have done except for installing the Bricks Builder and putting the license code. So let's go and go into the performance, and I'm going to disable emojis, embedded, and jQuery migrate. Okay, let's save changes. And next step, let's go into pages, and I'm going to create some pages to create the menu. So let's I'm going to delete the privacy policy. No, I'm going to leave the privacy policy, and I'm going to delete that, trust that. And let's add some pages. So we need a home page, we need an about us page, we need some services pages. Okay, and let's start. Home page first. And publish that twice. Okay, after that we need to go and create the about us page. About us. Also, if you just want to see my review of the 2 hours video that's going to be, you can go ahead and check this timestamps and go ahead to that point of the video. And if you want just to see the results, you can do that as well. Next is the services. Services, okay. Let's publish that. Okay, next we have service 1. Then we have service 2. And then we have service 3. Okay, that's with the services. We have a contact page. Contact, and also I'm going to create inside the post a category that is going to be named news. News. Add that to the categories, and we can now go ahead and start the menu. But before that, let's create another page which is for the cookie policy. So let's go and add the cookies. Cookies, which will be the cookies policy. Okay, publish that, and let's go now to the menus, appear menus, and here we're going to create our main menu. Let's go to the pages, view all, select all. I'm going to exclude the cookies and the privacy, which is not here, as you can see, even though I have select view all, because it's not published. Okay, so I'm going to leave those home in here, and I'm going to delete from here once I know which is the page. Okay, this is the custom link, so I'm going to remove that. And now let's go and add first the home page, then we have the about us, then we have the services, then we have the service 1, service 2, and service 3 to be under that, and then we have the contact page. Inside here I also want to add the news, which will be before the contact, and now my menu is ready. Let's go into the pages once again, and I'm going to publish the policy, which is a draft, so quick edit and select that to be published. Okay, so let's go to the menu, let's go and create a new menu. We will call that footer. Okay, and create that. And here let's view all. We have the privacy policy and we have the cookies. Okay, it doesn't matter which one is the first one. So let's go and save that. So we have also the footer. Okay, next I'm going to create the header template, but I do want to have an image in my homepage just to see what I'm doing. So first I'm going to add an image inside the hero section of the homepage, and then I'm going to close that and start creating my header. So let's go into the home. Let's edit that with bricks and let's close some pages. Okay. And as I can see, I have this picture with the paper that is changing hands. So let's go into the home. Let's add a section, and let's inside the section click here to edit that. And here we have the background, and select image, media library, and here we have the one with the paper, which is here. Okay, so this is the logistic hero. Okay. Insert that. After that, I'm going to go to layout and I'm going to select full width, so it will be full width, and then I can go and select the height to be like viewport height and maybe 80%, something like that. I also didn't put that in the center, but I think it doesn't matter. Let's check. Let's go here and put that to be center and center. Yeah, it changed a little bit, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to save that, and let's go back to the settings. Let's go here into the settings, first reading. I'm going to change that to a static page and home page. Okay, this should be 20, this should be 20, this should be summary, and also this should be empty, blank for you, but here this is a test page, so I don't want the Google or other search engines to index the page. Please leave this empty for your website. Okay, then let's go to permalinks and let's create the pretty permalinks from the post name. Save that, and now we're good to go. Okay, let's start by going into the templates, and I'm going to add a new template. Here I'm going to call that header. I'm going to select here the header, and let's publish that. And after that, I can go and edit that with bricks. Now, once I'm inside, you can see that I don't see anything inside here. So I'm going into the settings, I'm going into the template settings, populate content, and I'm going to select here the single post page, and here I'm going to select the home page. I'm going to hit apply, and this will refresh the page and it will show me the home page. Okay, so now I can start creating my header. First, and this is what I suppose that you should do, is go into the settings and go into the theme styles and start changing the default settings. So let's go, and here that says none, you can select one of those that we have here, or you can create one template, one new, by clicking the plus and typing something that is more appropriate than Stratos. Okay, let's create that. And here we have the Stratos. So conditions, first add the condition, and this will apply to the entire website. Okay, then we have the general, and here you can select if you want the side layout to be white or boxed. I'm going to leave it as white. The side background, if you want to have something else than just a white space, that's the white color. Section margin, I need a section padding, not a section margin inside here, but I don't have any, so I'm going to leave it as it is. You can see that it has a bottom of 30 pixels, sorry. It has a row margin of 0, we have a column padding of 15, an element margin of auto, as you can see here, and both of 15 pixels. Not pixels. Okay, container max width. Here it should be for me 1200 pixels. Okay, then we have the light box. I'm not going to change anything. And then we have the colors. Okay, the colors palette is something that may confuse you a little bit once you start using it. So let's go first. As you can see, we have primary color. And let's go here and select what we want. We have some colors here, but they are the default. And I can edit that and I can delete that. And that's what I'm going to do. And now that I don't have anything else inside here, I'm going to create a new palette and I'm going to name it again default or Stratos or whatever you want. Default. And let's create that. So this will be empty. Okay, now let's change that to a little bit of blue, something like that maybe, and that should be my main color, as you can see here. So I'm going to click save, and now this is the color that I'm going to use for the default color. Then I have the secondary color, and I'm going to copy the hex code. I'm going to put that here, and I'm going to give it a little bit more of dark, something like that. So this will be the secondary color. I'm going to hit save, and as you can see now, I don't have any palette here. And I cannot save it. This is a bug, so I have to go and save that and refresh the page so it will grab the palette that I have just deleted, even though it should have done that automatically, and it will reassign that everywhere. Let's go into the settings, let's go into the theme styles again, colors, and let's go to secondary color, and now I can see that I have the default palette, which is mine, and I can click save. And now the color has added. So you can do that everywhere, light color, dark color, muted color, border info, success, warning, and danger. Okay, then we have the content. Okay, section max width. Here is 1200 pixels. Okay, content margin, if you want some margin and padding margin for the content, I don't want to. And then we have the block code, and then we have the links. I'm not going to change the links. If you want to do, you can do that. And I'm going straight to typography. Here I'm going to select the body and the font family to be Ubuntu for me for the text. This is also the menu because the menu is part of the body. And then we have the text align. And if you want to change that, obviously you don't want to. Okay. And font size 17. Sorry for that. Okay, text color, I'm going to use black, so I'm going to use here FFF, which is the white. Okay, 000, which is the black color, and click save here. And this will be my color for the text, okay, for the body. Next, we have the headings. Let's go to headings. I'm going to select Roboto and Roboto Mono. And here the font size, I'm going to leave it as it is. Doesn't have any value to change that because it is applied to all the headings. And let's go to the text color and select here also the black. Okay. After that, we have the heading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can change if you want the size for all of that. And then we have the hero section and the lead. And as you can see, the hero section is available for the heading and the text element, which you will use in the hero. And then we have the lead, which also has the heading and the text. Okay, after that we have some features for the elements, and you can change if you want how everything is looking. And let's go into the heading. And here we have the separator for the heading if you want to be left or right. If we go to the image, you can see that I have an icon, the border, and some other changings that make point in changing for the specific element. So I'm not going to change any of those, but I just want you to see where they are. Okay, And that's all with the settings. If you want to change the page settings, of course I don't want to do that here. You can do that by going here. So let's go and insert a new section. And in this section we're going to use 2 columns. And first let's see the website. As you can see, we have here some contact info, and here we have some social icons. So I'm going to do that. We have 2 columns, as you can see here, or basically, since those are 2 elements only, these are a text element with some contact info, and it's a social icon. You can go away without using 2 columns, so you can use less divs. So basically you could go and add here the text element, and then going into here and add this social icon, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to delete the column, and I'm going to add the social icon next here. So let's add the social icon again. Where are the social? We're going to search for social icons, and I'm going to go here underneath that. Okay. First, let's go to the text, and we want to add some text. Let's go and click the green, okay? And here we have the number, which is 21, 21, 21, and 21. Then we have maybe an email and maybe an address. So we have test@test.gr or something, and then the address, which is Athens 13th. Okay. Now, since I want that to be a link, I can select that and I can add here a link, and here should be tel : and then the number, but adding now the code of your area, so plus 30 for me, which I'm in Greece. Okay, I'm going to hit apply, and now I can go into the test and do the same. I'm going to select the test, and I'm going to hit the insert edit link, and as you can see, it says automatically mail to test@test.gr, and I'm going to click enter. So we are ready to go with that. I have added the links, and now I can go back to the editing of the column, select layout, and here that we have the justify content, I'm going to select space between. Okay, now that I have space between, I want to do those 2 in the same line. And how to do that? I'm going to click first the element, and I'm going to select for the style and layout, and I'm going for the auto width, so it will take the width of the element and not the whole row. And then I can go and do the same in here. I'm going to select again the social icons, layout, and select the auto width. Once I do that, that 2 are going to be in the same line, but as you can see, they are not aligned as per the height. So I'm going to edit the column again into the layout, and here I'm going to select the align items to be in the center. This will bring the text a little bit down, so there will be in the center both of those. Let's go now to the social icons, and here I'm going to click inside the Twitter. I'm going to delete the text, so it will leave only the icon. Okay, then the Facebook, and then the Instagram. Okay, now I'm going to put the first to be Facebook, and then we have the Twitter, and then the, what is this? The Instagram, yeah, Instagram. Okay, and then we can go into the style and background. And for background, I can go for a white, since I have a white here. Okay, so let's go for an FFF, which is the white. And since the background is white now, you cannot see, of course, the icons because they are also white. If I remove that, you will see that they have white inside here. So I need the FFF here, and I'm going to save that as my white color. Okay. Let's click outside, and let's go into the typography and select for the text color to be black. Okay, so now I have my icons. Now I think I need a little bit less space, and also probably this text should be a little bit smaller. Let's click here, let's go in typography, and let's go for a font size of 14, something like that, maybe. And then let's go and see what space do we have here. We have 0, okay. For the layout, it was 0, I put the margin. And let's go and edit the column and select here to have a padding of top And let's put here 0. They're all linked, so this will push to the end of the column. And I think we're okay with that. We're going to see later how it looks, and maybe we can change that. After that, we need a second row. So I'm going here that says row. I'm going to add the row. Now that I have the row, I'm going to do the same with the logo and the menu. So I'm going to add the logo. And when I mean the same, I mean that I'm going to push those in the two far end of the columns of the column. So select the logo, and here I'm going to select this one and insert. And now I'm going to go for the logo width in pixel to be 120, something like that. Now, I wish I could have something else than pixel, like a percentage or something, but I don't have. So 120 it is. Okay. Next, we have the menu, and let's add the menu. As you can see, the site address here is the one that it will be linked. So whenever someone clicks the logo, he will go into the home page, and this is what I want. And also the logo text will be displayed whenever the logo is unavailable. I'm not changing those things. The logo inverse is if you create something like a transparent menu and you want different logo for the transparent menu and different one when you scroll down and the menu is sticky. So I'm not going to add anything else inside here. And let's add also the menu. We have navigation menu underneath the logo, and I'm going to select that to be the main. Okay, once I do that, you can see now that it populates the menu. And now I can click again the column and select layout. And here I'm going to select again to have those two space between and the align to be center. Okay, let's save that, even though it's automatically saves every 60 seconds. And let's see how it looks in the front end by clicking this B icon. So this is how it looks at this moment. So I need to put a line down here, and this is how I have done it here. I have a gray line here. Also, I need to go and remove some space, I think, from the top and the bottom here, and also from here. So let's go into the header, and I know that this column has a little bit of padding, and this is why the logo is not to the end of the column. So let's go into the layout and select here to be 0. Okay. Next, let's go to the row, let's edit the row, and let's go to the border. And I need the border here to be, I'm going to unlink that. From the bottom, I need 1 pixel, and style will be solid, and the color will be black. But it's not going to be black, it won't be transparent, so let's go for 0.2, something like that. Okay, so let's check that again. So we have 1 pixel. It doesn't say pixel, but I think that is pixel, hopefully. And let's save that and see how it looks. Okay. Let's refresh. And I can see that I have it everywhere, even though I have only select here the 1. Let's go and put here 0, 0, and 0. Okay. And now let's save that and see how it looks. So it fixed that, but I need to put that to the whole line, the whole row. Okay, so let's do that. Now I know that this section can be full width, but if the line will going to be full width, I'm going to have also those content to be from here to here. I have other ways to do that by adding the column and changing the width of that. So there are many ways that you can do that. Maybe you can put here 1200, but I think this will change too much when you are in the mobile. So the way that I'm going to do is by adding another section here, and this section will go on top. Again, it's not the only way that you can do that, but this is how I'm going to do that. Let's do that again. Let's move that on top. No, I cannot move that on top. Let's go and put that on the bottom. Maybe it's easier. Yeah. Okay, so now that I have done that, I can go and select the section and go into layout and select that to be full width section. Okay, now I can put those 2 elements inside that column, or I can grab this column and I can move it. Can I move it? No, I cannot move it. Okay, so let's grab the elements and let's put that in that column. Okay, everything is changing. And grab that and put that on top again. Okay, and put that here. and then I can go ahead and delete that somehow from the row. Okay, so edit row, and let's delete the row. Yeah. Okay, now that I have that, and maybe I could move the row another column, but I didn't think that. Again, there are many ways that you can do the same thing that I'm creating, but I think it will be easier in the mobile view, and this is why I'm creating another section here. So let's edit the column, let's select again the layout, and let's put here 0, and then let's go for the positioning, and here I'm going to select space around, and I'm going to put here center. Okay, not center, sorry. Yeah, center. And here it's not space around, space between. Okay, and now I'm going for the section, and I'm going to put the line in the section. So let's go here, let's select this section, and let's go for the borders, and let's select the border and unlink that. 0 on top, 0 on right, 0 on left, and 1 on bottom. Let's select that to be solid and select the color to be this one, but with the transparency. So let's go for 0.2, something like that. Okay, and this will take the line from the one end to the other. Let's see how it looks in the front end. And it's not looking as I want it for some reason. This section is on the bottom and this is on the top, but here it's looking okay. I don't know why it's looking like that. Let's save that and refresh. Now I don't know why it's looking like that, even though I have done that here. Let's close that and open that again. Okay, I'm going to save that and refresh the backend. So save and refresh and see if it's going to change the way it looks. Okay, so for some reason it did change, and I'm going to again go and grab the section and move it on top. Okay, I cannot do that. Maybe this section can go, and maybe I can grab that and go put that on the bottom. Okay, let's save that and see if that worked. And it didn't. Okay, so basically it doesn't want us to do that, and maybe I have to go and delete that and redo that again. So this is clearly a bug or something is missing here. I'm going to delete that section. Okay, I'm going to save that. I'm going to see if that worked. Okay, and then I'm going to add a new section. And I think this is the easiest way. Okay, and here I'm going to add the logo. Select it. Put here 120 pixels. Okay, and then let's go and add also the nav. Underneath, I'm going to select that to be the main, and now I can select the column layout, put here a 0, and here go and put justify, space between, and align center. Let's save that and see how it looks. Okay, great, that worked. Okay, now as I can see, this is not full stretched, and I don't know why, because I thought I have done it to be stretched, but it doesn't matter, we're going to see it later on. Yeah, now it's stressed. Those are some bugs that, or maybe I didn't save, I don't know. Maybe I didn't save it, even though it should be saved automatically. Okay, so let's refresh that just to be that in the full width, and it doesn't confuse me. Also, I like the speed of the backend. As you can see, it's very quick. This is the Vue.js that it's for the speed. And now that I have that, I can go ahead and continue building. I think we're okay with that. So let's go into the menu, and here I'm going to select and change some things. Let's go and select. As you can see, we have 30 pixels for the margin left. So this is the space that we have between the links. And here in the typography, I'm going to select the text color to be black. And even though it should be black, because I have selected everything to be black, but since this is the menu, let's go away with that. Okay, typography, I'm going also to go maybe for a little bit of 18 here. Yeah, I think 18 is better. Okay, and then I want Let's go for when we are in active typography, and here I'm going to select for the active color to be this one. Okay, so whenever I select home and this is active, it will have that color. Now when I hover it, I want to take a little bit of another color. So I'm going to select here that says hover styles, and I'm going to select the typography and select here the text color to be this one. Okay, remember to close that or else you will change the typography everywhere else. Let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, it's loading, and if I hover, I can see that blue. Now, remember that this is not the home page. This is basically the template, and this is why this home doesn't light up, even though we can see the home page. But this is the template header, and this is why we don't see that in the active color. Okay. Let's continue. I'm happy with that, but the thing that I didn't like is when I hover into the services, I cannot see the sub-menu items. So I have to go in here and play that with a little bit. And for a little bit of time, when I can go and select, here I can see the sub-menu. So it's a little bit difficult to see that because we have too many icons in here. So I have to go and see that from here. Services, okay, I don't like the black color here, and I want to change also the text color to be black here in the background, white of course. So let's go to the sub menu, and here we have the background, and I'm going to go here for an off-white. So I'm going to select here the white for FFF, and I'm going to change it a little bit from the lightness, and I'm going for something like F7. Let's see how it looks, how this looks. And if it's looking good, I'm going to save it. Let's go into the typography. I'm going to click here. Let's close that. Okay, typography, and select that to be black. Okay. And let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. And I think it's an okay. Maybe it's a little bit gray, so I can go with a little bit of less gray. F7, FA, maybe an FA. No, let's go for an F7. Okay, this one. Let's save that. Let's select the color. Let's select the save. And here we have the color 5. And I haven't seen if I can change that in the palette. So let's edit that and edit the palette. I can not do that. I cannot change the name of the color, as you can see, and I wish I could, and not be named as color and then color number 5, but something different. Okay, doesn't matter. So let's go and continue. Let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, news, services, and I think it's better this way. Now I think that this is a little bit closer to the services, and let's see if I can change that. Let's go for the padding, and let's go for tap, and let's select 20 and 20 everywhere. Okay, unlink that and delete from the right and the left. Okay, and save that and see if it's going to change. Let's refresh first. And I put that in the sub menu items, so that was not pretty smart from me. Also, I pressed the delete even though I wanted to delete the content of that, and it delete the whole element. So this should be something that you should be careful, because I have seen that it does sometimes do that. So I have to go and undo that, and the undo is not working great. So maybe I will see that it's not how I have already created. Let's see. Refresh. Okay, it's okay. And now I can go into the sub menu and select that and click the backspace. I'm used to clicking the delete, and delete often delete the whole element. Okay, let's go to the top menu and select here for the padding. Let's unlink that and select 20 and 20 for the bottom. So this will push the sub menu items to the bottom. And let's save that and see how it looks. As you can see now, the service is looking here. Now, of course, the services should have a little bit of space, and I think that I have deleted that the white space that it has inside. So we're going to fix that as well. Submenu, and here we had something, and I don't remember what. Let's go for 5 and link, and see, it doesn't populate in here. Let's save that and see here. Okay, it has a little bit of space here. Maybe it should go a little bit more space. So let's unlink that and go here on top 0. And again, I press the delete because I'm used to do that. Let's undo. Okay, and let's select the menu. Select submenu, and here I'm going to put for the submenu. Let's unlink that. Top 0, right 10, bottom 0, left 0. Okay, let's save that. Refresh. And doesn't have the left. Have I put a left? No, left is a 0 for me for some reason. I put that on the right. So backspace, remember to use backspace. 0 here. And save that. And let's see for the header. Okay, now it's an okay. I think it's better. Okay, and maybe I could go with some curly corners, but I'm not going to change that. Let's go for the mobile menu now. And once I click the mobile menu, I can see the mobile menu here. I'm going to put that on right because more visitors will be right-handed. And the alignment will be in the center. And the width is 300 pixels. Maybe I will go for 200 pixels, something like that. Okay, background is black. I'm going to leave it as this. Background filters, background shadow. I'm going to not going to change any of that. Top level menu, we have some padding in the right and we have some padding on the left. We have the typography here. I'm not going to change that, but maybe I can change a little bit the text. So I can go for 15 pixels, something like that. And the sub menu can go with maybe 14. So it will be a little smaller. Okay, so everything else looking good. And I'm not going to change anything else. Okay, let's save that. Where is the save? Here's the save. So let's see how it looks in the tablet mode. So this is how it looks. So I need a little bit of space in the columns right here. So I'm going into the column and let's go into the layout and select that. Unlinked the margin and no, let's unlink the padding and put here the right to be, here is going to be 0. Okay, right should be maybe 10 and left should be 10 also, something like that, maybe 20 and 20. Okay, and this is also something that I should do again. So let's go and unlink that and put here right 20 and left 20. Okay, it's looking fine. Let's go to mobile landscape, and this is where the menu changed and it went to that, to a hamburger menu, and I think it's okay. I'm not going to change that. And let's go for the portrait mode, and also we are okay with that. I don't need to change the text size. Maybe I can go for 12 or something, but I'm not going to do anything else around here. I think we're okay. Okay, let's save that again, and we're good to go with the header template. You don't have to change the condition of the template. It basically will apply everywhere, but if you want it, you can go to the template settings, condition, and this is the condition where that template applies to. Okay, so let's close that, and let's close that, and close that again. Okay, so let's go to the templates, let's refresh, and here we're going also to add the footer. Let's add the new. Let's name that a footer. Okay, select footer and select publish. Okay, let's edit with bricks. And since we don't have any content, let's go into the template settings. Let's go populate second content, populate content, single post, and select homepage, apply. Okay, let's wait. And here we are. Okay, let's insert a new section. Okay, here we're going for a dark background, probably. So let's go to edit section. Let's go to the background, select the background, select background color, dark, layout, and full width. Okay. Then we need 3 columns. So basically here I'm going to use the 3 columns because I can do that with 3 columns, or you can do that with space again around, space between, something like that. Maybe we can do that instead. The fewer elements that you use, it's better for your HTML code that you produce. And if you have seen any of my videos, I do really care about the code that I'm building with my websites. So let's see if we can do that without using any other columns. And let's go here and add first the logo again. Logo, and here I can put the logo here. Okay, and so select the image, select the logo, which doesn't have an alternative text because I forgot it. Okay, logo. And here, let's select here 100 pixels to be a little bit smaller than the logo on the top. Okay, then I'm going to add inside here the footer menu, and then I'm going to add also some social icons again. So let's go for a menu, nav menu, let's select that, underneath that here, and then select that to be the footer. I cannot see it. No, I can see it, even though it's black, and I'm going to say that I cannot see it because it's a black background. And let's go and edit the element, and let's put that in vertical. And let's go for the top level menu items and select the typography to be white. This white. Okay. Then we can go and add the third element, and then we're going to align those. So let's go for the social icons and put that underneath the menu. And I misplace it because I left my click. So let's go for socials, and I didn't grab it. Okay, my mouse is doing something wrong with me. Okay. So we have that, and let's go and see the structure because hopefully I haven't done anything wrong. I have one column, yeah, with 3 icons. Okay, so now that we have those 3, I can go and edit the column, and I can go and select the layout to be. Let's see if we can do that, and let's go for a space between, something like that. No space around. Okay, probably it will be the space between. And I have to select here to be the width to be automatically, because the logo will take automatically the width. The menu is going to do the same, but this will take the width of the whole row. So let's edit that element, and let's go into the style. Let's see if it has anything here. Justify content, and select those to be bottom end. Okay, and then let's go into style, and then select the layout and select auto width. Okay, so this basically worked. So again, the edit column, and select that to be in the center. Align those in the center. So this is how I want it, but I don't want these big buttons. So I'm going to edit the element, and let's go and delete again the texts. Okay, icon 1, icon 2. Okay, maybe I haven't checked it, but maybe you can disable the labels inside the element, and I wish you can do that instead of just deleting the text and having that to be named icons. But since I haven't checked it, I cannot start doing it right now. Obviously, I'm not fluent in Bricks. I'm using it and creating something, and I have played with that, but I'm not fluent with that already. Okay. And now let's go into the style, and let's select the background, and select the background to be color black. And this is how I want that to be. Okay, let's save that. And let's see how it looks in the tablet. Okay, tablet it's okay, landscape is okay, but I just remember that these are not aligned because I have a little bit of margin inside my column. So I need to go and remove that so I have the same alignment in the header. So let's put here 0. And once I do that, then I need to go into the portrait mode and select something different. So here I need to put, unlink that, and I need to put here right 20 and left 20. Okay. And then let's go into the mobile landscape, and here I don't have the menu because it went in a hamburger icon. So let's go here and let's select the menu and show mobile menu toggle, and I'm going to put never. Okay, and let's go again here, and as I can see now this is displayed correctly. And here we can go with something like columns, like one column with 3 rows, as maybe I can see here. Maybe it would be better instead of doing something like that, but we are maybe okay with that. I'm going to leave it as this, and you're going to see it later on how you can do a stacking for the columns. So I'm going to leave it as it is here. The one thing that I noticed is I'm going to put a little bit of space in the top of the logo, and let's see how it looks in the front end before doing that. So let's go here and visit the site, and the header is okay, but as you can see the footer needs a little bit of space inside here. Okay, so the footer, let's go for the column and let's go for the layout and put unlink that and put here top of 10, something like that. Okay, save that, and here we going to see if it's grabbing the 10. No, it doesn't. So let's go and put that 10 also here. 10, and for some reason that was linked. I don't know why. Okay, and I think we're okay now. Top 10 again. It says that it's going to copy the 10 of the PC of the desktop, but it doesn't. And again, it's linked even though I have unlinked it. Okay, both are bugs. 20, 20, 10. Okay, wake up. Save that. We are good to go. Let's go for the home page, and we'll start building the website after 47 minutes. Okay, let's close the footer. Let's refresh here. We can see both templates, and let's go to the pages, all pages, and let's go to home page and edit that with bricks. Okay, so first thing first, we have logistics, fast and easy services, and contact us. Here we're going to add a heading, which will be logistics. Okay, now I can click here that says edit element, and here I can change the alignment to be in the center, but I can also do that. Let's see where it is. So I can go into the style, and I can go into the typography and align that from here, text align in the center, but I can also triple click the logistic text somehow. Let's see if I can put that, push that a little bit forward, and now I can maybe triple click it. No, I cannot. For some reason I cannot triple click it and select that. And I know that it will give me some settings above that, but it doesn't, and maybe I'm doing something wrong, but you should check that. And let's select here heading 1, and let's go to the styles and typography and select here the text align to be centered. Okay, let's try again, triple click it. No, it doesn't work for me for some reason. Yeah, now I did it, so I had to first, I don't know, click with the right click of my mouse, something like that. I'm not really sure why I do that now. And as you can see now, I have the align in the center, and if I change that to be in the right, I can go into typography and I can see now the text align It's not okay. It's not anything changed. But if I go and select here the left, this should go into the left. No, it doesn't. Okay, so something is wrong with those settings. Probably they should already work together also, but they don't. Okay, let's see later on if that will be fixed. Okay, let's click outside and let's click here and edit here. Let's select first the element, and here I have maybe a little bit of space. Okay, we have some padding. I'm going to remove that, and I press delete again once again because I don't know, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's edit that. Select the style, layout, okay, and backspace and backspace. Okay, now that I have the logistic, let's add a text element which will say something like fast and easy services. Fast and easy services. Okay. And now I can change the style, and let's go for the typography and select that to be 20. Maybe something like that. And the text color should be black. Okay. After that we have a button. Let's go and add the button. Okay. And the button has some styles that you can select and change. We have primary, secondary, light, dark, muted, and all those are the colors that we have changed. So when I select the primary, it should go for the blue because my primary color is blue, but it doesn't change to that for some reason. Even though it said here it has all those settings that I have select in my style, and that style should be applied everywhere. So even here. And let's select the default. I don't have the Stratos template. Haven't that been saved? I don't know. It has a lot of bugs for some reason. Maybe I should refresh the page. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. And let's see here now into the settings and page settings and into the not page settings, into the theme styles, and I don't have the style that I created, the Stratos style, for some reason. Even though I have done that, and this is something that confuses me. Okay, Stratos. Create. And let's go into the condition and add those into the entire website. Delete that. Okay, and colors, let's see. Yeah, none of those colors are as they're supposed to be. So this is the primary color, this is the secondary color. Okay, I haven't changed anything else. Let's go for the typography, and let's go for the body to be the Ubuntu. Okay, let's go for the headings, and let's grab that to be Roboto, and I saw that the menu changed even though it shouldn't because it was applied everywhere, and I'm sure that I saved it, but it doesn't matter. So we have those settings, and the body should be black and the text color should be black as well. I think we are good to go. Okay, I'm going to save that. Hopefully it will apply it everywhere. Conditions is entire website, and I will have it everywhere. Now, maybe because I created this page before creating the template, it didn't take that, but it should. This is how it's supposed to work. Okay, heading, which will say logistics. After that, text, which will say fast and easy. Services. Okay, and you can go also and align that in the center from here. And here I'm going to triple click it and align that in the center. Okay, and after that I need a button. Okay, the button is now blue. Okay, and now I can go and select the button that it says what says read more, contact us. Okay, contact us. I'm going to change a little bit of the settings of the button. So let's first change the style. Let's go into the typography, and I'm going to select the font size. No, I'm going to select the text color to be black. Okay, and then I need the background to be transparent. So let's go for a color and let's select that to be transparent. Okay, after that I need to have outline. Okay, let's say that. And now let's go, let's double-click the button to see if I can align that in the middle with another way, except of the one that I know already that I can do. I don't see that I can do anything else, so I can go and select the style and select layout and select here to be auto width. Okay, once I do that, I can go into the column, and this is all applied everywhere. I don't know why. I have maybe to refresh the page, and let's go and select the layout and select everywhere in the column to be in the center. Okay, let's save that and see how it looks in the front end, and then I'm going to create a little bit of space inside. So now I know that I need to go and put white here, so let's first add an overlay color to the background. So let's go into the section, and let's go to the overlay and select here overlay, and then add color. Let's go for the black, and let's put a little bit of transparency to 0.5. Okay, and then select first the H1 and select here that it's an H1 actually, and style select typography and text color to be white. Okay, then logistics, typography, text color again white, and then the button, typography, and then text color to be white. Okay, let's save that and see how it looks. And everything is okay except the space between. So let's go to the logistics and let's add a little bit of space around that. Layout, we are in the button. No, I click into the heading, and let's go to the layout and put a margin of 20 maybe, 30. Yeah, let's go here and put layout and unclick and put here 40. Now I know that this has also a height element that I have to put one line height, and that's why I'm putting here 40. So let's save that and let's see how it looks in the front end. Okay, I think we're okay with that. So let's continue. Let's see what we have next in the video. And once I scroll down, I will see we have an About Us page, and then we have some services. Okay, so let's go for the About Us page. So let's add next a section. Add a section. And here we have two columns. The image is on the left, and the right, which is the About Us content. So let's add a column. Here we are going to put 40 for the left. Okay, 40. And here we're going to add the image. Okay, which image is that? This is the one with the calculator. So let's select the image and let's select that one. And this is the logistics, so it's about us, something like that. Okay, About Us, and insert that. After that, I'm going here and I'm going to add a heading. And here I'm going to select About Us. Here it's an H2, and then we have some content beneath that. So we have some text, okay, which are some lorem ipsum, and also we have a line underneath. So let's grab the lorem ipsum. Let's grab until here. Okay, and let's put a space maybe in here, terpsis, okay, here. And then we need to put a separator, so let's add a divider here. And the divider height is 2 pixels, 3 pixels, Okay, the color is this one, and the width is 100 pixels. Okay, let's say that. As I can see, the line hasn't changed here, but I think this is because of the element. As I can see, this is the green line of the element and not the actual line that I'm building. And let's go and refresh the page here. And as you can see, this is the About Us and the line that I have selected. And this is something that should be fixed because I cannot see the line and I cannot style it from here. So let's put here 80, and this should be a little bit better. And align, as you can see, you can put top, start, center, bottom, or anything else. I'm not going to change it. I like how it looks. Okay, let's see it again. And maybe I need to push a little bit down. No, I don't want to. I don't have to do anything else. Let's save that. And now I need to put a little bit space on top and bottom of the section. So let's go and edit this section. And let's edit the layout and select the padding to be 75 and 75 because I like this number from Oxygen. Okay, I wish this could be added automatically everywhere, but as I saw in this section and in the section and in the settings of the section, the default settings, I cannot put padding. I only can put margin. Okay, add the next section, which will be the services. So here we're going to add another column just to see how it looks, and then I'm going to clone that 2 times and I'm going to delete that. Okay, let's add first an image. Okay, and the image is one with the I don't know what is this, some papers, and obviously we have also the services that I forgot. So let's go back. And here I'm going also to add a new row, and that row should go on top. Okay, so I have a new row here and I have another row with 2 elements. Okay, now let's go to the section and let's go to the layout and select that to be full width. No, first let's add a background just to show you how it's going to be full width, even though you should know it by now. And let's select the color, this one, so it will be a little bit gray. And it will separate me from the About Us section. Let's go to layout and select that to be full width. So I have that color. Okay. Next, we're going to add some padding inside here. So 75 and 75. And now I can go and add here a heading element, which will say services. Okay, and this should be H2, and I can triple click it, maybe, and put that in the middle. Now, if I right click, I think it's easier now to triple click it. So align that in center and then close that. Okay. Now, I don't know why those became too little less. Something is different here for the columns. Something is doing that incorrectly. As you can see, this is how those 2 columns are looking. So I'm going to delete that. I'm not going to search what is doing wrong, and I'm going to add another row beneath that, and I'm going to add a column. Okay, maybe I push something, I don't know, but I'm not going to change anything, and I'm going to do it again from the beginning. So let's add here an image. Okay, and let's go here to the services, and I need also to put a little bit of space there. And I have 3 images: taxi, service 1, service 2, and buttons. Okay, let's do that. Image, select image, and first is this, okay, which is the taxis, okay, taxis. And insert that. And where did it go? I don't know. Let's select the structure and let's see the section. Row, column, heading, okay, row, and we don't have anything inside here. Okay, let's do that again. Let's add the image and let's select image and select the taxis and insert that. And now we have the image here. Underneath the image, let's add first the services and add a little bit of padding or margin, better, 20. Okay, and let's add underneath the image heading, which will be taxis.
taxes, and this is NH3. Okay, it's NH3, and I'm going to put that in the middle. I can do that from here at this moment. Okay, taxes, and then I have a button. Okay, and let's see how the button looks. Okay, it's just a blue button. I don't like the color of the button. It's horrible. Maybe the secondary is better. Maybe. Okay, I'm going to leave it as it is, the secondary color, but hopefully you can now see how you can do that. But I'm going to change the hover color just to see how we can do that. So here, as you can see, we have something for the hover effect. So I'm going to select the hover, and I'm going to select the style of the button, and I'm going to select background, and I'm going to select for the color this one. Okay, so now I'm going to save that, and as you can see, you cannot see here in the backend. I'm going to disable that, and if I go and refresh here, I'm going to probably see that. Yeah, as you can see that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to use is I want for the buttons to have a transition. So I need that to be something that I have here. So how we're going to do that? We're going to do that by going into the hover style for the button, and we're going into the CSS, and here that it says CSS transition, you can put here all 0.4 or 5 is in. This is how it has at this moment 0.2, but I think it's a little bit small for the 0.2. So all 0.5. Let's go for 0.5. And this is the transition that I have put. I'm going to close that and save that and refresh here. And now it's a little bit easier, I think. And this is something that should be done in the hover. Okay. And you can do that also in the settings and in the whole website. Okay, now that I have done that, let's go and edit the element, and let's go for the layout and select the auto width, and now select this column and select that to be in the center. And let's align that, justify in the center. Okay, now that we are okay with that, I can duplicate the column, clone the column, and I can do that again, and then I can delete that. Now, as you can see, you cannot see the images here, and this is a bug. And if I select here the column, let's go first to the structure, third row, third section, second row, and second column, and here in the image I'm going to edit that, and once I click the edit, this image is going to be viewable. Okay, let's see what image we have here. We have the one that holding the pencil, and let's go and edit that. This is the one. So this is the service 2. Okay. And this is, instead of taxes, let's click here, and this is service 2. Services 2 or service 2. And here it says I am a button, but it should say read more probably. Read more. And I'm going to copy that and put that also here, read more, and here read more. Okay, now here let's go into this column, not the column. I'm going to put the structure, third section, second row, third column, edit the image, and select here and put the one with the hands and the tablet, okay, which is here. And this is the service 3. And I put service because I didn't have any other thing to add except of taxes, because I don't know any other services for logistics. So let's add services 3, service 3, service 3. Okay, now let's change the read more links. Let's go to the buttons, and here I'm going to select the internal post page, and here I'm going to select the service 1. This should be the service 2, so select again the internal and service 2, and here internal, and service 3. So these are okay. I'm going to save that, and we can go to the next section. Let's see what it is. It's what they say about us. Okay, so let's go and do that. Let's add another section, add section. Okay, this section is also going to take some padding. 75, 75, okay. And here I have a heading. And also you can go and copy the settings from here if you want by clicking the element and then right-clicking the edit element and copy heading styles, and then going into the element, right-clicking and then pasting heading styles. And hopefully it will change everything. Except of course the heading 3, because this is an HTML and not a CSS thing. So let's add an H2, and here let's change that to what they say about us. What they say about us. And since I haven't put those in capitals, I can go and do that from the style, typography, and go into the text transformation and uppercase, no, capitalize. Capitalize is the one. So what they say about us, something like that. I forgot also to do the white space into the column. So let's do that and see how we can do that. Let's go into the column, and here we're going for the background, and we're going to put here a white color, this one. So it will change a little bit from the others. And then we need to go into the column again and select the layout, and here unlink that and put the top on 0, right on 0, left on 0. So now I have that, as you can see. And the button has a little bit of space, so it's okay. I'm going to copy that. Copy. And let's try to paste that here. Paste and paste. Paste. And now I know that they don't have any space in between. So let's see how we can add the space, and let's save that. And probably you can do it with more than 1 or 2 ways. Edit the row and see if we have something here for the space between the columns. Okay. So we have columns, and we have the width of the columns, we have the direction, justify, and wrap. Okay, so let's we're not going to do that from here. We're going to edit the column, and I'm going for the layout, and I'm going to select the width to be 32% instead of 33. Let's go for percentage, and let's go for 32, something like that. And then a little bit of margin on left and right. Unlink that. And let's leave 5 pixels on the right and 5 pixels on the left. Okay, hopefully this will do. Let's put that in 32 pixels. 32. Okay, so let's copy again. Copy styles, and let's paste it here, and let's paste it here again. So now I have the space that I wanted, and I can see that in the button I don't have any space. So let's edit that, and it shouldn't change. I have the padding and I have some space in here, but for some reason I didn't. Also, it says linked even though I have unlinked it, and those are bugs that should be fixed. Okay, 20, let's go for 20, and I think we're okay. And I'm going to edit that, copy, and copy style, and paste that here. Paste and paste. Okay. And probably I also need to put a little bit of round corners. So let's go for the border box shadow, and let's go for the box shadow to be a color of black, but with a transparency of around 20. Okay, and here we are going to put 0, 0, blur 5, and spread, I don't know, 5, something like that. Maybe a little bit less of blur and less of spread. Also, you can do that as a hover effect, and this will change when you hover. And then we're going for to put a little bit of round corners, and I don't know how to do that. Maybe it's in border. Yeah, it's on border, and yeah, go for 10, maybe something like that. Okay, I think I have put that correctly, but it doesn't look very good. And maybe it's because I am seeing the blue lines here, the blue line of the column. Let's copy that to everywhere. Copy, paste, and paste, and save and see how it looks. Okay, and I don't like that the image doesn't have the round corners, so I need to fix that. And I'm not going to change anything else from here, so just do that. Select the image. Let's go to style, let's go to border back shadow, let's go to border and select the unlinked those and put the top. Obviously I need top, left, right, and the four corners, even though I have a top, right, bottom, left. This probably means top left, I don't know. Let's put here 10, and yeah, it means top left, and probably this should mean top right, I don't know. Yeah, probably. So this should be also something that should be changed. Let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. And now these corners are correctly, but as I can see, the element that I was changing is the box shadow and not the column itself for some reason. And I don't know why. This should happen. Okay, I'm not going to change anything else here. I'm going to leave it as this, and I'm not going to copy even the style because I don't like it. I'm going to leave it as this because it's clearly a bug and it doesn't sound, I cannot do anything to fix that. Let's go to the next one, and let's go here and add here the testimonials. So let's go and type that, testimonials. Okay, and testimonials, this is one. I'm going to put that underneath, and I'm going to leave, how much space was it here? It was, I think, 20 pixels. So let's add here 20 pixels for the element, edit element, style, layout. Okay, 20. It grabbed the margin when I copy the heading. Great, and let's go and edit the element, and let's go into the content, testimonials, and here is the testimonial, Kim Natamo. Okay, the one and only, and I'm going to clone that. I'm going to make 4 testimonials. Okay, so this is the first one, and this is the testimonial 1, test 1, and then I have the test 2. No, this is the test 1. I cannot type today. Okay, then I have the test 2, then I have a test 3, and then I have a test 4. Okay, 4 testimonials. Let's go into the settings, initial slide. If you want to slide and start from another one, items to show, I'm going to put 2 here. Okay, items to scroll, 1 is good. Spacing in pixels, I think it's okay with that. Align items, I'm going to leave it as it is. Align text, effects, slide, yeah. And then I'm going to put autoplay, and I'm going to put animation speed in millisecond. It's okay. Let's see if I can change how many time it will take to change the slide image. This is the settings of the image. Okay. Arrows, I don't want any arrows. Dots, maybe I want some dots. Yeah, but they are not in a good place. Okay, let's delete that. And let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, it doesn't have too much space here. I think I should put a little bit of space more here. But I think this looks okay. Let's go here and let's put in the style, in not the testimonial, in the element, and let's put here the layout and put here 40, maybe 40. Okay, and let's save that. And let's see what else do we have here. We have a form, send us message. Okay, send us a message. So let's go here and create a new section. This section should also have a little bit of color. So let's edit the section and let's go to the layout, put here padding again 75 and 75. Okay, full width, and select the background, and I'm going to put that and the off-white. Okay, and here I'm going to add the heading. Okay, the heading is send us a message. Send us a message. Okay, and I'm going to copy the settings from here. Copy and paste them here. Paste heading style. Okay, it didn't take the changes. Paste heading style. Now it did take it. So let's go here and put that in H2. And let's go and add an element underneath it. This is the forms element, and for some reason there are many people that are deciding which builder to use based on the form element. I don't know why. There are many people that are asking Oxygen to create a forms element. Basically, for me, my personal opinion, it's not something that you should share also, is that you shouldn't care about the contact form inside a page builder. If it has one, okay, great. If it doesn't, I don't really care. I can just install a free plugin and it will do so many more things instead of a pro version of a plugin with a pro version of a builder with a form element. Basically, a free element like Forminator, a free form, can do such many things. If you add Puffy .NET Forms, .NET Forms, you can easily create whatever you want and you can adjust it to the tablet and mobile version, and it's a perfect example that you can use a free form and create some amazing stuff. Now, there are many people that say that in Oxygen they want a form from Oxygen team because they want something that it will be light. Okay, the form plugin will add some extra things inside your website, but when we are talking about a good form like a .NET form, it will add I think 6 more requests inside the page. 6 requests more for a form. It's not something that's a big deal. If you add a map in the contact form, you will add about 20 requests. If you add a form, you will add 6. It's not something that you compare between those two things. So the contact form is not going to slow down your website. And I don't think that Oxygen will add a contact form because of this opinion. I think that they basically care more about the builder and they don't really care about the contact form because it's basically something that you can use in every other plugin and do your work, your job done correctly. If they bring us something, hopefully it will be awesome because they're creating amazing stuff. But even if they don't, I don't really care about that. Okay. Now that I have shared my opinion, let's go and create something like that. As you can see, I have name, email, message, accept, and submit. So let's see how we can do that. Name, and here we need the labels. So the labels and the labels, let's go and change the label typography and select that text transform to be none, so it will not be capitalized. Also, I think they are bold, so let's change the font weight to be 400, something like that, or maybe 500. And the font size, let's go for 16. Okay, I think we're okay with that. And let's go to the type, which is text. Let's see the types just for you to know what forms you can create. So we have text, text area, telephone number, URL, email, checkbox, and select. Okay. So this is a text, the label is name, your name, which could go, and let's put here 50 pixels, 50%, sorry. Required, yeah, it's required. Email, let's go and put here again 50, not 150, 50, and it's required also, okay. And then we have a message, which will be the whole next area, and it's required again. So then we have the show required asterisk. Okay, do that. We have the placeholder typography if you want to change the placeholder, and you can do that. Field background, so you can change the background of the fields. If you want the field border, field margin, field padding, field alignment. Okay, and let's go to submit button. Okay. The submit button, it says send, and this should say submit or something. Submit. Okay, The size, default style, let's go for secondary because it has a white text and it's better. You can change the background once you hover it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change anything else. And then let's go to the actions. So we have some actions after we hit submit, and this should be an email. And if you click here, you can see custom, redirect, MailChimp, SendGrid, user login, and user registration. So you can create also the login page and the registration, which is great. And if you hit custom, I don't see anything else that you can add with the custom. I don't know why. You should also add a secondary email if you want to add that to another person. And these are basically features that you can have with the Piotnet forms for free. Okay, so email. I close that for some reason. I delete all the settings. So subject, message from contact. I don't know, something like that. Then we have the default, which will be the admin email or the custom email address, or more than one, hopefully. From email address, from name, reply to, success message, where thanks guys or something, thanks for contacting. Thanks for contacting us. Us will get back to you as soon as possible. And error message, something else. Spam protection. If you add your Google Recaptcha API into the settings, you can have also this spam protection. Okay, I'm going to save that, and this is the page that we have done. We're going now to check how it will be displayed in the mobile version, and we're good to go and start creating the second one. Every other page is easier. It will be done in less time. So this was the hard one. Okay, let's see how it looks. Okay, this is good. This is good. The services are good. What they say about us is good, and this send us a message is good. Let's go to the next one, which is here. This is okay. This is not okay, I think, because it has a little bit of text. The services could go one on top of the other for me in this point, but I'm not going to change those in here. And also this, I think, should change to something else. So let's edit the elements and let's go to the testimonials. And here I'm going to change the settings. And here item to show, I'm going to put 1. Okay, hopefully it will change in the back end, in the front end, because in the back end it doesn't change. And let's go and see here the form is okay. Maybe you can change that, but I'm not going to change that in the landscape mode. I think it's okay here, but here we have some problems and we're going to fix those. So logistics, let's say that we want to change that for the mobile version, so we want a little bit smaller. Let's go to the style, let's go to the typography and select the font size to be 25, something like that. So you should also put a little bit less of this one, and maybe also the H2 elements as well. I'm not going to do that, but this is how you can do. Then you can go into the section here, and you can put here for the layout to be less padding than 75, which is way big for a mobile version. So let's bring that to 30 or something. And this should be done to every section we have in the page. I'm not going to, because I don't have that much time for every page. No, I think this can be easy. Let's see. If it's easy, I can do that fast. Okay. Yeah, it's not too big of a deal. 30. Okay. And I can put here to link those. And this can be 30 in both those settings, because we have the link. So top and bottom 30. Okay. I forgot about the link. Okay. Edit section, and here link those and put that to be 30. Come on. 30. Okay, around 30, and then send us a message, select this one and link it and put here 30. Okay, save that. And then let's go here and select the row. From the row, you can change the layout. So I'm going to put here the layout, click it, and here let's go to direction, and we have side by side row, and I need to go for a column, and here we have column reversed stacked, and then we have row side by side and row reversed side by side. this is something that they misspelled, because I think that they should have put here something like a stacked here. So this is the stack that we want from for the image first, and then the text. Okay, then we have the services. Let's go and edit the row, and I need that. This I can do that from the columns, because I have put, I think, the columns width. So I can go into the layout, I can go for a width of the columns, and here percentage, and here I'm going to put 100%, and I'm going to do that also here, edit column, layout, and here I'm going to put again 100%, and here I'm going to put again 100%. Okay, now I need a little bit of margin underneath that. So first here, let's go and see unlinked and put a border margin of 10. Okay, and as I saw it, for some reason, let's link that and put that in 10, because it will be less than the whole page. Okay, and do the same for this one, or copy the settings from here. And let's see if it's going to work now. Copy column settings and paste here. Paste, okay. And paste. Okay, this should be 1, since I have changed that to the previous version. Okay, let's see in the settings and see if it says 1. Items to show, probably 1 is good, but it doesn't change here. And here in this in the form, I can go here in the fields, and I can put here for the name and email 100%. Okay, let's save the page, and we're ready to go to the next one. Let's see the next one, and let's drink something. Okay, I have done already that. I have done everything in here, and let's go to the About Us page. Come on. Okay, About Us page. We have About Us page on top, and then a lorem ipsum at the bottom. Let's go and close that, and let's go into the pages, About Us, and edit that with Bricks. I didn't see what image I was using, so let's take a little bit of a step back, and let's see. Okay, we're using the handshake image, so let's check here, and let's select the edit section. Let's select background, and the background is the handshake image, this one. Okay, insert that. I'm going to put that for a full width, and I'm going also to put an overlay color of black and 40% and 50%. Okay, and select also to be overlay. Okay, and then I'm going to select here the heading, and I'm going to add an About Us. Okay, this is an H1, and also for the section, edit section, we need some padding. Let's unlink that and put here 20 and 20, maybe 30 and 30, 30 and 30, something like that. Okay, 40 and 40. Yeah, it's looking about 40-40, something like 40 and 40. Okay, I'm not going to change the section anymore. So let's go and edit the color of the text to be white. Typography, text color, white. Okay, and let's make it a bold. So let's go and font style, let's font weight, and let's go for 700, something like that. Okay, let's save that. And let's go to the page, and I just remember that in the home page I forgot to put the contact us to the send us message. So let's do that also. Let's edit with Bricks. You can see that says here delete Bricks data, and you should be very careful because it will delete all the settings of the page. So here we are going to go first into the section, send us a message. Let's go into the section, and let's go into the CSS and select for the CSS ID. Here I'm going to put home hyphen contact. Okay, let's copy that. Okay, and let's go to the button, select the button, and select the link to be a section, and the section ID is that one. Okay, save that and see how it looks in the front end. Refresh and then click here and we're okay. Okay, done with that. Let's close that. Okay, and continue. Here we have another section with the layout of the section, and we have for some reason 4040. I haven't added the new section, I have just edited that. Okay, now I have a new section that will have layout, and we have a linked top 55, bottom 55, and here we have a text element with some lorem ipsum text. Where is my lorem ipsum? This is the lorem ipsum, and I'm going to grab everything and put that in here. Okay, the easiest page from all of the pages that I'm going to create. And maybe I have too much of space on top, but I'm not going to change that here. Doesn't matter, you can do that yourself. Okay, cool. Every time you save, you see a different thing here, I think. It says cool, and then I can save and see fantastic, and then I can save and see sure thing, and then I can save and see something else, excellent, and they have 6 or 5 different messages. Okay, let's I'm not going to close that because I need to copy this section to be a little bit faster. Let's go to the next page, which is the services probably. Okay, so we have services and we have 3 images. Okay, let's pause that. And let's go back 15 seconds. Okay, and let's, I didn't quite catch that. So let's go into the services page. Services, where is it? Services. Okay, edit that with bricks. Let's copy the section. Let's clone the section, not clone, sorry. Let's delete that. Let's edit and let's copy section style. Also, I can go ahead the save section as template, but of course I'm not going to use the same because I have to use another background, and as I can see now I need to put the handshake on the background. So let's go for the background and let's put here center, which I always forgetting. So here let's go for center. Okay, and save that. Great, and now I'm going to copy the section. Copy. And let's go into the services and let's add a new section. I'm going to paste now this section style. I'm going to add the heading element, and this is services. Okay, it's an H1. It's a white. And probably the font weight is 700. Okay. Then we have sections with image and text, and let's add one section. I'm going to add another column, and this should be 40. Okay, and I have first the service 1, and I have missed the first one, which is the taxes. Okay, so we have taxes, and we have the name and then the text, and also the image is not in the middle, as you can see here. It's a mistake. Okay, and let's add the image first. Image, and the image is the clipboard. So let's go here and let's select the image and select the clipboard, this one, which is the taxes. Okay, great. And here I'm going to add the heading. The heading is taxes. Okay, what else do we have here? We have also the text. Let's add the text underneath that. And the text is a lorem ipsum. And let's go and grab here this text and paste it here. Okay, let's put a space here. And let's say that this is the text that we want. Let's go into the taxes. Let's go into that the settings of the column. And let's go into the layout and put that in the middle. If I had add more text, I would do that in the image. But since I hadn't, I'm going to put that in the center, and this will be in the center. The same would go for the image if I was going for a bigger text. Okay, I'm going for the settings of the section, and let's go to layout, and let's select that margin, let's select that padding, sorry, to be I'm not going to do a 75 here. I'm going to put 50 and 50 because I have text inside and I don't want too much of space everywhere, and maybe it should be even less. Let's go for 30 and 30. I think it will look okay. I'm going to clone that twice, so let's clone and then clone again. And now that I have that layout, I'm going to change the this column. So I'm going to grab the column, okay, here, and I'm going to put that on the right. Okay, so we have that, and now I can edit the element of the image, and now I can change that and put the next one, which was, and here's the service one, which all those guys that are writing, and let's go here, and this is I cannot see the image for some reason. Maybe I haven't copied that again, I don't know. So let's insert that, and now that I cannot see the image, let's go in structure, let's go into the section, let's go into the row, the second column, the image, and edit the element, and I push that twice and select that again and select insert. Probably it will bring me the element. No, it didn't. Okay, again, structure, section, row, column, image, edit. No, it doesn't want to, so let's delete that, and now I can go and add the image again. This is a bug, and I can not see the column anywhere. Okay, I'm going to put that in here, and I'm going into the structure. Let's go into the settings, row and column, and here I'm going to delete that. I really don't like this structure. Column, and here I'm going to delete that. Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm going to grab the image and I'm going to move that into this column. Okay, and here I'm going to edit and select the image and put here this one. And it didn't work. Okay, let's try another image. Maybe it's, for some reason, it has a problem with image. No, it doesn't want to work. I don't know why. Let's see if this is going to work in the structure. Settings, row, column, image, edit that. And select, I'm going to select the same image. Insert. And it doesn't work. Okay, this is obviously a problem with the plugin. It's a bug and I cannot do anything about that. Maybe I can delete this whole thing and I can recreate that, but I'm not going to do that. Hopefully they will change that to something. So instead of an image, I'm going to add maybe an icon. Let's add an icon. And for some reason, I cannot see even the column. For some reason, I cannot even see the column to do that. I'm going to delete the column. Yeah, I'm sure. And I can clone. Let's clone the column. And let's see now if I can put the image here. Okay. And again, I cannot see the empty element of the image. Let's select that, insert, and it doesn't want to be appeared. Okay. I cannot do anything about that. Let's save that and see if it works in the front end. Services, not here, here. This is the front end, services. Yeah, this is working for, okay, so basically I think I have to refresh this and hopefully it will all work. Okay. And now let's go and fix all those things. Let's go and delete here this, and yes, I'm sure, delete the element here, I'm sure. And Here I have the image and the text, so I need to go and copy that column and move it here, and also put that 60/40. Okay, so this is what I was trying to do, and of course I'm going to change also this image to something else. Let's grab something like that. Okay, doesn't matter what it says, and here is service 1. Obviously it's not taxis, it's service 1. Service 2, not 1, and this is service 3. Okay, let's save that, and now I'm going to fix it how they look in the tablet. I'm going to leave those in the tablet, and for the landscape I'm going to select the row, and let's go to the layout and select here to be direction, column reversed, no, column row reversed. Okay, then we have this one, which will be, let's hit the row, let's select the layout, and here we're going to put column stacked, column reversed, okay, this one. And here, let's select again the row, layout, and select that to be column row reversed. Okay, so this is how it looks with the image first and then the text. And of course, you can just go and, if you want, remove some of the space. I would do that if I were you and be creating this website. Now, I'm not going to do that. You have seen how you can do that. Let's close the services and let's continue with the next page, which will be, let's see, we have the news and we're going to fix it last, and then we have the contact, which is something like that. Okay, let's create the contact page. Edit with bricks. Let's go and grab the About Us. Copy. So contact, create a new section. Let's paste section here. Okay, and let's change the background image. I don't remember if I have done that in the services, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to do that now. So let's go for the background to be different, which is the contact, and the contact has a phone. Okay, this one. Insert, and then we need to do the heading, and here we're going to put contact. Contact. Okay, contact is an H1, and for the style it's typography white, this white, and the font weight to be 700. Okay, next we have what we have. Next we have two columns, one with the form and one with the social icons. So let's do that. Let's add another section. Let's add another section. Here we're going to put 75, 75, 75. Okay, and let's add two columns. Here we're going to put a form. You have already seen how you can edit the form. I'm not going to change it again. You can do that by your own right now. I'm not going to do anything. Okay, I was going to change the button, but it doesn't matter. Here we're going to put an icon box. Okay, let's go for the icon and let's select the icon. The first one is the telephone number. So let's see the font Awesome Solid if it has a phone. Yeah, it has a phone, so I'm going to use that phone. Okay. And then we have the icon color to be maybe blue. Okay, something like that. And then let's say text align, vertical align, text align to be left. Okay, vertical align to be icon position to be left. This is what I want, left. Okay, left. Then we need to change the content, and let's put that content here. I'm going to delete everything. And here, since it's HTML, as you can see here in text, so I can select here and put the number that I want, 201, 210, 210, something like that. Now, I wish I could add a link everywhere, but I cannot do that. And this reminds me of Meatloaf, but I cannot do that. And let's grab the H2 element. So let's go into the text and probably grabbing an H2, H3, maybe H3 is better. Okay, close that. Okay, and then I'm going for the heading typography, and I'm going to select the font size to be 20, so it will not be too big. Okay, and the body typography, okay, I'm not going to change that. Everything else is fine. Let's go to the icon and let's see if I can select vertical line to be center, to be top. Can I do that? Anything else to center that? I cannot see if I can do that. Icon size, let's go for 25, 30 maybe, 30, something like that. Do not go with a too big icon. And maybe into the content you also need to put the link, so you can immediately from a mobile phone click there and call somewhere. Okay. So this is the one that I'm going to put, and I'm going to clone that. Clone element and clone element. And this is the envelope. So the icon is the envelope. Okay, this one. And of course the content now should be the mail. So test at test .gr, and let's copy that and let's put that also here. And here I'm going to put mail 2 and colon. Okay, apply that and we're okay. And next we have the map. Okay, let's edit that. Content, delete it from the text, so it will also remove the link. Visual, okay, maybe not. Delete that from the Control Z. Can it do undo? No, it cannot. Yeah, it did the undo. So content and select the text and delete that here. And I'm going to put Athens and 13. This is the map, and the icon is a map icon. Map icon. Okay. This one. Okay, everything is okay with that, and next we need to put a map underneath that, which will be from the one end to the other. And since we don't have an API in the map, I cannot do that with the map element. And let's add a new section. So let's put here the map element, and you're going to see that it says that you need to put an API key, but let's see how we can do that without an API key. So I'm going to delete the element. Delete it, yeah, I'm sure. And I'm going to put here an HTML element, HTML. Okay, and in the HTML, I'm going to delete everything. Okay, and let's open Google Maps. Google Maps. Okay, Google Maps. And I'm going to put here an address. Okay, I have some settings that I can choose if I want something. And I can say that I want here, let's say that we want this one. So now I can go and, okay, this is not what I was expecting to see. I thought it was something different, but it doesn't matter. And let's share it. So you can hit this, which will say share this. And then I don't remember what this says, but it's to embed a map. I think it's embed map, and then clone the HTML. I can close that, and I can close that again. And now I can go and paste the raw HTML. So this will bring us what I have selected. As you can see, it has also the 3.9 with the stars, and everything else is here. And also you can press the direct. So it's an easy way to embed a map without using the API key. Of course, using the API and using the map element will give you more benefits. Maybe you can change other things, like if you want the map to be different, or you can do with a different icon here, but I'm not going to change those things. Now, if we see the code here, let's go a little bit into the middle, not the middle, but let's use our arrows. We're going to see that we have here width 60, which is the width of 60 pixels, and I'm going to put 100%, so it will go the full row. And for the height, I'm going to put here 600, maybe 600 pixels, so it will be a little bit more for the height. After that, I'm going to go into the section, edit the section, and I'm going for the layout, and I'm going to put full width section and then select the full width content. So the map will go across the whole page. And then I'm going to edit the column, layout, and select the padding to be 0. So now I'm good to go. Let's save that and see how it looks in the front end, and then let's close that. We don't need it anymore. Contact, and I can see now that I have the map here. So it's great, and let's see how it looks in the mobile version. And the tablet, okay, tablet, it's okay, and this looks okay. I don't like that this is stacked on top. So let's change that from edit the column and layout, and select that to be in the center. Okay, save that. This is okay, and here maybe we can go like this. It's okay. There's no need for me to change the form and put it on top. If you want, you can do that. And then we have the map, which is looking good, and everything is looking all right. And here we're okay as well. Maybe we can remove a little bit of space here and put it a little bit less, and probably on top. And here. Okay. And we're good to go. Let's save that. Okay, and next we have two more templates to create. One is the archive template for the blog, and the second is the single template for the articles. So let's do that. Let's go into the prigs and templates, and first let's go and see how it looks right now. So let's go into the news, and this is the news. It says nothing found because I don't have any content inside here, so I need first to go into the post, all post, and create 3 posts. So let's delete that, trash that, and add 3 posts. Okay, we have news 1, news 2, and news 3. News 1, news 1. Okay, then we have news 2, and then we have news 3. Okay, let's grab some content. Okay, news 1, news 2, and news 3. Perfect. Okay, news 1. I need this to be my I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put that as an expert, even though I know that Bricks is not yet supporting that. And let's go into the categories and select news, and then go into the featured image and select one of those images, probably here. Publish again, close that. Okay, post. Let's go for the categories, news, featured image, select and put something else, featured image, select and put this one or this one. Okay, and expert is this. Publish and publish. Let's close that. And here again, posts, categories, select the news, featured image, select the featured image, select this one or this one. It doesn't have alternative text. Please add alternative text everywhere. Okay, expert, paste that, publish and publish. The reason I'm adding expert because it's easier to do that for with an SEO plugin. It will grab the expert automatically and post that everywhere. Also, when you share the articles, it will show that, and it's better for SEO. It's better for how it looks and everything else. So let's close that, and here let's go and refresh the news. And this is how it looks at the moment. This is the default archive page. Okay, let's go and close that. Let's go to the templates. Let's go and add a new template. And here I'm going to put posts archive. I'm going to select that to be an archive page, and I'm going to select publish, and once I select publish, I'm going to edit that with bricks. Now, once you hit publish and refresh here, you will see now that it says that the post archive is default for the OR archives. Remember that if you want to have different archives for different categories, you have to go and change that. If you don't, it will go everywhere. Let's open that also to a new page, and I'm going to copy that just to have it how it was before and how it's going to end up. So let's put that next to each other, and you will see, of course, at this moment that they are the same. I didn't put that next to each other. Okay, now I did. They are the same because I have to go inside and save once. So let's add a new section, and now that I have a new section, let's save that and see how it looks. Let's refresh, and hopefully it will change. As you can see, it's empty now. We know that this applies to the all the archive pages, and if you want, you can just go ahead and select the conditions. We're going to do that even though we don't have to, just for you to know where it is. So edit section, let's go for the layout and select a little bit of padding. Let's go for 50 and 50, so it will not start from the beginning. And inside here, I'm going to add the post element. Posts element. Okay. The post element is applied, but it doesn't know what to grab. So I'm going to save first. Then I'm going into the posts, and let's select the post and select here the terms and select the news category. And now it knows that it should grab the post category. Let's save. And also let's go into the settings, and let's go to template settings and condition, and here I'm going to click plus, select here the archive, and here in the archive it says some things. It has only 3, but if I think I save, refresh the page, or just close the condition, check something else and go into the condition and archive again, I don't have anything else. Okay, select here terms instead of condition, and terms select news, and this is how you can select the news category, and only that. So if I save that now and go into the templates and refresh, it will say that only the terms news, so the news category, will be applied. And if I go and refresh here, I will see now that. Okay, I'm going to put a title just to know that this is what I'm building. Category news says here. So I can do that as well. I can go and put the heading here. And it says heading, and you can put here category if you want, and then add dynamic content. The dynamic content is by adding here, and here I can select the category or something else different. So here category, and this is the post terms category. So in the front end, it will be replaced with the category. I'm going to put that H1, and I'm not going to style it anymore. Let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, category news. Maybe put there a semicolon, a colon. Okay, next let's go to the post element. Okay, so we have the post type. It's selected. You can say that you want to populate the pages or the post, order by date, order ascending, descending. Post per page is 20. I'm going to leave it as it is. Include post, or you can exclude post by ID if you want. And then let's go to the layout, and the layout is grid, list, mastery, or metro. And this is the metro, this is the mastery. And because it's the same image, it doesn't look too different, but if you do it with different images, it will change a little bit. And I'm going to be grid, and I'm going to change it a little bit. So let's go for 3 columns. And spacing in pixels, let's go for 10 because I like it more. Let's go for the image, and let's select that we want the image grid ratio to be 16:9 because I'm used to working with this aspect ratio in images. Then we have the fields. In the fields we have a title, and then we have the meta. And if I select the meta, I can see that it has the author, which I'm going to disable. I'm going to leave the date, but I'm going to change it how it looks right now. And then we have the expert, which I'm going to delete because this is what I said before, that doesn't support the expert that I put. If I go and put 200 pixels, you will see the whole text. It doesn't grab the expert from the posts in the side bar that I checked. It does grab the content and add the expert from there. So hopefully it will be fixed. Let's go and delete that. And then I need to add another field, and you can add, as you can see, this type of things. And I'm going to put a read more, and I'm going to leave it as a read more. And I'm not going to put overlay. Let's leave it as it is. Okay, so we have the title. If we want margin or padding in the title, if we want background color, border, typography, I'm going to leave it as it is, but I'm going to style those in the middle. Okay, let's go for center. And it didn't change. Maybe it will do that later on. So let's close that. Yeah, it's going to do that later on. I keep forgetting where I should put that. So let's go for the meta. Let's go for typography, and I'm going to put the text color to be black, but the font size I'm going to put here 12, maybe 14. Okay, maybe 13, something like that. Okay, then I'm going for the expert. Then I'm going for the taxonomy. I don't have a taxonomy. I have the read more, so I'm going to style the read more, and I'm going to unlink it and give it a top margin of 20. And once I do that, for some reason it goes in the middle. I don't know why. Okay, then we have the content. Okay, select the content, and here I'm going to select the middle center, and everything is going into the middle how I want it. And this is how I'm going to leave it. Okay. Then we have the overlay, if you want to overlay those. So when you hover those, you can do something else. I'm not going to do anything. Filter, you can add some filters for the categories or tags and have those to be selective what you want. And then we have the navigation. So here we have the next and probably after, something like that. So I'm not going to put that also, and we're okay with that. I'm going to save that. And let's refresh the news and see how it looks. Okay, and this is how it looks. This is the before and this is the now. Okay, let's now open. I think that this should be a little bit different. It has a white text here, but here we have a black. So you can go and select the fields and maybe change that. So let's go here to the taxonomy, read more, and typography, and select white, even though it is white here, but it doesn't in the front end. Okay, let's refresh. Now it's white. Okay, I am not going to close that. I'm going to open the News 3, and I'm going to open here the News 3 as well. And this is how it looks right now. This is the single template, and this is how we're going to change now. This is what we're going to change now. So let's close that and let's go to my templates. Let's add a new template, and here I'm going to add a post single. Okay, post single, and I'm going to select here to be content. Okay, publish and edit with bricks. Okay, once you do that and refresh the page, you will see that I have the single, and the single, because it's a content, it doesn't have any condition. So you need to put condition in the single. Absolutely, you cannot leave it without. So let's go to the template settings, and we're going to set conditions. And here conditions, we're going to select the post type, and the post type is post, and here you have only the post. If you had any custom fields, any custom post types, you could use that and add something else here. I'm going to save that, and here is what we have at the moment, and we're going to do that a little bit different. Okay, so first let's add a section. Okay, and in the section I'm going to go into the background, and I'm going for the background to add the image, but I'm not going to select here. I'm going to select the dynamic data, and I'm going to select featured image. Okay, now that I have that, I'm going to hit save, and as you can see, I cannot see anything else in here. This is because I haven't selected what I want to see inside the template. So I need to go into the settings, template settings, populate content, select here and single post, and then select what post I want to see. I'm going to select service 3 because I want to see this one, because this is what I'm not service 2, sorry, news 3, not service 3. we're not going to see anything different here because we don't have anything different inside the template. So instead of select 3, this is the news 3. Sorry. Apply. And now we're going to see the background of the section. Okay. And I select the news 3 because this is the same from here and we're going to see the same one. Okay, let's select the section again. Background. Select the background and I'm going to select here to be center. Okay, and here if you want to be fixed or scroll, I'm going to select fixed just to have those effects that we have here. And then I'm going to add here some things inside here. First, let's go into the layout and let's select to be full width and then give it a little bit of height like viewport and maybe 50, something like that. I'm going to save that. And now if I go to the news and refresh, I'm going to see how it looks. And this is why I kept that open, because I want to compare it with the one that we're having right now. Okay, here we're going to put the title of the post like it was before. So I'm going to hit add, and here you can add a heading. You can do it with two ways. You can add a heading and select instead of the heading to show here the post title, which will show us here the post title, the news. Or you can do that by going into the plus and going down into the single here and select the post title and put it here. This is the exact same thing, but since I can see now the news 3 instead of the post title, I'm going to use that. So keep in mind that, okay, delete, yeah, are you sure? So keep in mind that you can do it with two different ways. So we have the news 3, which I'm going to give it a style, which is hero style here. Okay, I'm not going to change anything like that. And I'm going for the typography and select the text align to be center. Okay. After that, I can go with the date that they published and the comments, and these are the meta tags. So I'm going to add the meta tags. So add metadata. Okay, meta or meta. Okay, and then we have the author, we have the date last modified, and the comments count. I'm not going to use the author. Let's delete that. I'm going to use the date. I'm not going to use the date last modified. Or maybe I should put the last modified. I'm going to leave the last modified because it's better, and I'm not going to use the comment count. Okay, let's save that and see how it looks in the front end because it doesn't populate in the back. Okay, now I can see that. Hopefully with a refresh it will fix that. So basically whenever you have problems you should refresh the page, and now I can go into the style typography and select that to be in the center. Okay, and this is okay. I don't going to change that. Now, since I don't know what images I'm going to use, you can see now it has a white space, a white text here, but they don't have, I think, the background to black. But I'm going to do those things. I'm going to add an overlay color of black. Overlay, select the overlay and add the color of black. And then 0.5. Okay, and then news, style, typography, and select here the white. Not text shadow, sorry, text color to be white. Okay, then here also these elements, typography, and select that text color white. Okay, after that we have the content. Okay, so let's add another section. Inside that section we need to add a little bit of space, but we're going to see how it looks first. And let's grab the expert post content. This is the one, and I'm going to put it here. Now it has enough space. I'm not going to change that, and I'm going to save that and see how it looks in the front end. Okay, now when I scroll you can see that the image stays fixed and I have this effect. Okay, and underneath that I have the information of the author, so I'm going to add that just to have it something similar, and I'm going to do that in another section and add, let's go to single and see what else do we have. So we have the author, and let's put that here. And we have the all author post, and let's see the bio, and show the bio, okay. And post, and so link to author post, okay. So it will remove anything with the link. It will not have the link of the author, and it will not have the link and the button. Okay, then we have relative posts, and then we have the comments. So we can do that as well. And let's go to the plus icon, and let's see what else we have here. We have related posts, so we can put that in here, and we can see the query that it's 3 relative post ordered by random, and here is the category. So the common taxonomy is the same category, and then you can change whatever you want. The great thing is that I cannot see the same article, so I cannot see the news 3, even though I have selected the max related post to be 3. And let's go to the fields. This is the title, this is the meta, which I'm going to edit and remove from the meta. Can I remove anything? A title, meta expert. It doesn't seem that I can remove here what I want. Okay, expert, I'm going to delete the expert here. I don't like that here. And if I could, yeah, this is where I can delete the author and the comments. Okay, so leave the date only. Then we have the content, and probably I should put that in the middle, but let's see if I can do that easy. No, I have to go into the content and do that. I'm not going to change that. You can do that yourself. And then you have also the comments. So comments, and you can put that down here. Also, we have the post navigation, so it will show the next and previous probably articles. Post navigation. So you can see that it has new and changed how it looks. So again, for version 1, this is pretty great. Let's go and put on top of here the sharing icons. So let's go for sharing, social sharing, and let's put that in here. And these are the sharing icons. I'm going to justify those in the center. And you can remove whatever you want. I'm going to leave everything as it is and just put a little bit of space underneath. Okay, let's save that and see how it looks in the front end. Great. Everything is looking great. Okay, so let's go and take some speed measurements. I'm thinking we're okay with that. I haven't changed how it looks in this mobile, and probably I don't need to do anything else. Yeah, I think we're okay. We don't need to do anything else. And probably I should put inside the archive page that I don't want to show 3 posts in the same row, but I'm not going to change that now. So let's go into the home page, and here I'm going to copy that. And remember that I haven't used any plugin for caching. And in the video that I'm using, that have created the same layout with Kadence theme, I'm using a plugin for caching. But here I'm not going to use any. So let's go to the end of the video, which are the here I am installing caching plugin, and here I'm going to check the website. So let's keep the play, and here I have the 0.5 for the a home page, and I have 10 requests and 312 kilobytes. Let's see what we have here. We have not here. We have 1.2 seconds. We have 13 requests and 458 kilobytes. Okay, remember, of course, we have lazy load, but I don't have any caching plugin enabled. If I had, this will be a little bit less because I wouldn't have the JavaScript, and probably I would have less CSS. Okay, I'm not going to install any other plugin, of course. And let's see what we have for the mobile score and the desktop score from Google inside. And we have 94 for the mobile and 99 from the desktop. Here we have 85 for the mobile and 98 from the desktop. So I think these are very good speed tests, speed results. They're very good, even though I don't have any caching plugin enabled. So let's see first, before the review, just see the elements that we have to play with, and then I'm going to make my review. Let's go into the pages and maybe let's go into the pages. Where are the pages? Pages, all pages. And let's go into home and edit with Bricks, and let's see whatever we have for the elements. What else? Okay, so we have the general divider, icon, box, list, accordion, tabs, forms, maps, alert, animation text, countdown, counter, pricing, tables, progress bar, pie chart, team members, testimonials, HTML5 code, and logo. Then we have the media, image gallery, Odia, carousel, slider, and SVG. We have social icons, Facebook page, Instagram feed. We have the WordPress, posts, sidebar, navigation menu, search, shortcode, and the WordPress widgets here. And then we have the single elements. So my review. First of all, let's say again that this is the version 1. This is the release, the initial release. I know that this builder was ready about 9 or 10 months ago. If you go to the official YouTube channel, you will see videos that are 9 months ago. They did not release, I think Thomas is the name of the SEO and the one that is personal about, the one that is the head of this project. And he didn't release the project until it was ready, which is great because it has fewer bugs. It still has bugs, but it has fewer. Now, I think it's an amazing builder. I'm really happy with the results, but I cannot compare it with Oxygen. Many of you asking me how it does compare with Oxygen. I think it does not. I think it can compare with Breezy and Elementor. It cannot compete with Oxygen, and it cannot compare with Xeon Builder, and I'm talking about the workflow. You can see the results, you can compare the results with every other builder, but how it works, it's basically closer to Elementor, Breezy, and of course Divi. Oxygen is using something different with custom classes, and you can use classes to the whole website and then go and change something and it will change everywhere. Here you cannot do that, you have to go and right click and paste everywhere. I like better the classes from Oxygen. I wish I could do that here, but I cannot. I like other things in Oxygen. Probably we will see some of those here. People from Oxygen, not people from Oxygen, users that are using Oxygen have asked here many things for the Breezy Builder, like a repeater element or like other elements that we can see in Oxygen. If they bring us something like that, it will be great, but I don't think that they can compare with Oxygen in how the workflow is done. For me, at this moment, it's better than Breezy. And again, Breezy, it's about 2 years now in the market, or is it 3 years? 3 years in the market, I think. This summer will be 3 years. Yeah, 3 years in the market. And this just released. And for me, it's a better thing. You can do pretty much the same things. Okay, they don't have pop-ups, they don't have things like that, but you can do that with another plugin, and the speed is far better than what you have in Breezy. They don't have WooCommerce, but let's face it, Breezy doesn't have WooCommerce yet. They don't have all the elements, so they aren't ready yet. Okay, of course, Breezy will be better soon, but at this moment, I think this is better than Breezy. Comparing with Xeon, Xeon Builder is also a new plugin, but I think this is better as from the results. Okay, the results are not exactly better, but it's better as for the bugs and how they have proceed with the elements. It does support ACF, it does support Metabox and everything else, and Xeon, we are still waiting. They have released version 2 and we don't have a navigation element yet in Xeon Builder. They have some things that I want to be fixed in Xeon. They have a lot of bugs. This has bugs also, but I think it's better created, and I think it has fewer bugs than Xeon. Also, I think it has a little bit of faster workflow, because in Xeon I have to go and do too many clicks to change something. They have divided and do it overcomplicated without, I don't know, I don't really like how complicated Xeon Builder is without the need to be, for me, personal. And maybe they have think something that they haven't bring us yet, and maybe in the future will be awesome. But at this moment, I prefer to create something with bricks than Xeon or than Breezy, for me. As for Elementor Pro is not
too good. Elementor has power because they have too much of third-party plugins. If you have CrocoBlocks and if you have any other plugin that adds functionality to the Pro Element, then you can do amazing stuff. But for the Elementor Pro itself, you can do things that you can do already with this one. Of course, those two are not to be compared at this moment. They don't have too many things for the heading, for the footer. I think they should bring more stuff. They don't have pop-ups. They don't have enough templates. They are way back, but it's the initial release. They are 20 months old, 20 days old, sorry. So this was my review. This is my review, guys. Hopefully you have learned how to use the product. Again, I'm not fluent in this product yet. I have created already a website with that, but for test purposes, not for a live client. I'm sure I'm going to use it a lot, and I'm sure I'm going to prefer it to Breezy at this moment. So thanks for watching, guys. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.